Hi, welcome to my pregnancy vlog. I am reviewing week 10 of pregnancy. I'm actually 11 weeks and 1 day. Normally I'd film it on a Friday because my weeks turn over on Friday. But yesterday, and this is a spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched Grey's Anatomy, you don't watch Grey's Anatomy, just skip forwards about a minute or 30 seconds. And yeah, I will, you know, stop ruining it for you. But unfortunately, Friday morning, I went onto Facebook in the morning, as you do, to getting everything ready, and the spoiler that you saw, spoilers, multiple spoilers, and so I knew what was going to happen, so then I had to watch it. So I literally threw my children at their respective schools, not prospective. I just shouldn't talk when I'm tired. I'm always tired. I should just shut up. Anyway, so I lobbed them in their school places, and I ran home and I watched Grey's Anatomy, and I basically, because I knew what was going to happen, I knew what was happening, I basically cried the entire episode, like cried quietly the whole time. And by the end of it, my face was so puffy, my eyes were so puffy, I looked horrendous, so I couldn't film a vlog. So I decided to watch Scandal as well, which is what you do. So yeah, I didn't film yesterday because I was like, oh, I looked like I'd actually lost my husband rather than I watched a television programme. So a bit shameful. So yeah, then I picked Edith up, wrong child, I picked Edith up, and then of course I can't really film things very often with Edith unless she naps, and she didn't nap, so there went the pregnancy vlogging from yesterday, so I'm doing it today. But yeah, anyone else like utterly distraught by that? Like utterly distraught. I'm going to need grief counselling, but I'm going to shut up now because I don't want to ruin it for other people. So, yes, and hi. I'm going to discuss pregnancy stuff. Basically, I've started to reduce my medication. I'm taking stuff once a day. It was 3 times a day. I'm now down to taking it once a day. And the difference is humongous. I still feel quite sick on and off, but it's not constant. I still feel dizzy on and off, but again, it's not constant. I'm feeling so good in comparison to what I did feel. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm still exhausted, like stupid tired. Brain stupid tired, shamefully brain stupid, but I'm just going with it. But I'm just so happy because I feel so much better. And yet Darren's like, but you still feel really sick and stuff, so why are you happy about it? I was like, because it's like I'm feeling sick 30% of the day rather than 90% of the day, and I'm feeling dizzy 20% of the day rather than 95% of the day, which is a huge difference. So I'm really grateful. I'm just sort of getting to the phase where I'm remembering that you get to enjoy it. I do, however, have a blump that is showing, and I call it a blump because it's partially bloat, partially fat, and partially bump. I know baby is about that far up above my pubic bone because of listening on the Doppler. So I know my uterus is definitely popped out above my pelvic bone, but it's still definitely, you know, fat and everything left over. I didn't have so much of it with Seth, but I definitely had a bit of a rotunded stomach this time before getting pregnant, which I'd like to blame on the medication, but I'm pretty sure it was actually cheese, but that's irrelevant. Then what else was there? So yeah, that shows, I'll put a picture in at the end of my sort of blump at 9 weeks when I took it. Or 10 weeks, I can't remember, 10 weeks. Let's go with 10-week blump. I think it was a 10-week shot. It was midweek, so yeah, I think it must have been 10 weeks and like 3 days. So yeah, other than dizziness, sickness and exhaustion, boobs are still quite tender. They're fine sitting here, not a problem. Poke them, ow. Touch them, ow. Grab them, if your name is Edith, like where you squeeze boobs, ow. She's going to really have to stop doing that soon. Sorry, fringe, annoying the crap out of me, but it's in that awkward stage. So sorry to be like one of those people playing constantly with my hair, which is very annoying, but, you know, tough. I'm hoping you love me enough to forgive me. No? The next one, the one that I'm finding more sort of difficult is my skin. It's so bad at me. It looks all right here, I think, but if you watch my Week in the Life, lives videos or Week in the Life vlog, you can see when I'm standing in the sun and it's catching my face, and my face is just a mass of little bumps. I don't know, this side was sort of worse. Yeah, look, little bumps, bigger bumps. There's some spots here. I have a spot up there. I've got one in here. Like the whole face is so badly lumpy. That although most of them are skin colours, so you don't necessarily see them. There's some, the ones down there are a bit redder. But when you're in the sunlight, it's a shame it's summer really, you turn your head, you notice, you can see them. It's so textured, my skin right now. I'm looking at the wrong bit because I usually have my camera there. I've got my camera there today. Hello. It's so textured, it's mildly horrifying, but considering what the reason is for my skin being awful and feeling a bit sick and a bit dizzy and everything, I'm loving it. I mean, it's just like, I can't be annoyed particularly. I can't be sad or anything about feeling sicky and feeling dizzy and having bad skin, because I'm just so pleased it's worked. I'm so pleased this baby is alive. I'm just so pleased everything's going well, that, you know, for the most part, when I'm feeling really bad, I don't have quite the same attitude, but for the most of it, I'm just like, bring it on. I'm loving it, oddly. I'm loving it. I'm just so excited and so pleased everything's going well. And my Doppler sort of lives next to me, next to the bed, and it's in here with 2 lots of the ultrasound gel, so I'm definitely not going to run out. I ordered some more. And yeah, I don't listen every day because I don't want it to become the new pee stick. But every couple of days I do listen in, and it's just like, oh, baby's still alive, yay. And it's not that I expect the baby to die, but having had a miscarriage, and other, you know, losses and little bits and the chemicals and everything, I'm still a little bit wary. So I find it very, very comforting that I can listen in and I can sort of track where baby is and know that everything's going okay. So I'm really excited because it's going really fast so far. I can't believe I'm 11 weeks now. It's just completely crazy. And we have the date for our Norchial translucency scan. I just don't know if we're going to stick to it because my IPs, unfortunately, are on holiday. Well, not unfortunately for them, fantastically for them. Looks absolutely amazing. I'm burning with jealousy. But they're actually on holiday and they won't be back in time. So we're going to ring up and see if we can postpone it a week. Or so, and they want it on a Friday, which is a bit of a bugger because that's like the worst day for me. It's sod's law really, because Alice has her drama school, so I can't put the kids in after school club, and Edith's in play school until like midday, and so they're like, oh, do late morning or after lunch. But then if it runs late, which it often does for scans, I don't know where you are, but over here, because they're NHS and they're free and everything, there's a lot of people, and they almost always run like an hour or 4 behind. I've been known to wait for 3 hours for a scan before, though we're going to the local health centre rather than the main hospital, which hopefully will save us a little bit of sort of like wait time. But the problem being, if we go after lunch and say it's 1 o'clock and it runs late, I have to leave at 3 to get my kids from school. I can't not get them. So I'm going to ring up on Monday because they were closed today, or no one was answering the phones anyway. I'm going to ring up on Monday and see if I can change it to the 8th. So just over a week away from now, because it's actually in 5 days. It's on the 30th at the minute. See if we can postpone it until the 8th if they've got any spots available. Seeing if Darren can get half a day, and then I'll get my IPs to be my taxi, or I can get a taxi up there myself and meet them because it's only down the road, so it's not a problem. That will leave Darren the car to collect Edith, to get George and Alice from school, to take Alice to theatre school, which is, you know, about half an hour away on Friday in the traffic. So we're going to see if we can do that. If not, I will go to the NHS scan, get that done, get my bloods done and everything, and then they will book a private scan for the 9th, where they will come down and we'll go and have a private scan and look a bit more in depth and stuff like that. So we don't know now which one we're going to do, but yeah, I will find out and let you know, obviously, whether it's next week or the week after. But, you know, for now, we don't know. The only good thing is, with the private scan at 13 weeks, I might be able to have a peek for the gender, which they won't do at the NHS, but if you're paying for a private one, they might have a peek, and they might be able to say, oh, there's something there that looks like it's turning into a penis. So I would say boy, or they'll look at it and go, there's nothing there at the minute, so it might be a girl, it might just be that, you know, there's nothing much to see yet. But you can get an idea. It's just easier to tell if they're male, I think, at this point, but someone could correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah. Throw me some questions down below if you have any. Comments are always appreciated. It makes me feel slightly less like a freak that's talking to my phone for no reason. Any video requests or anything, do comment below. I'm going to do a basics on surrogacy as requested by someone. So if anyone wants to learn or share with people, if you're looking into doing surrogacy and people are like, well, what do you mean? This video will sort of explain the basics of surrogacy so you can share it with other people and hopefully make your lives easier rather than explaining the same thing over and over and over and over again. They can just listen to me, which is a really scary thought actually, but whatever. Anyway, I will love you and leave you, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week, and I hope you're all having lovely weather, and I'm going to shut up because I'm talking crap now. Okay, bye.